You know, what's ahead?
I know what you mean. I hate to see the summer end. It's been the best summer of my life. I mean it. I don't think you have any idea how special you've made me feel. And I want to spend the rest of the summer making you feel just as special.
I thought that you wanted to stay.
I do. But you're not going to have any time for me after college begins.
Who says?
Well, let's not talk about it right now, okay? Let's just have a romantic dinner tonight. We can have a little moonlight swim, walk through the park on the way back to my place. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Great.
Andy?
Not until I find out where my security men went.
Just take this and let me get out of here,
You just wait here a moment.
Tonio, don't let him go. I've seen him before.
Where are you going? It'll be more dangerous out there if my security men are gone.
Not that it isn't here, Tonio. That box is ticking.
Look, is somebody there?
Yes. It's me. It's your father. Oh, please, don't hang up. We have to talk.
Dad?
Yes. Of course, it's your dad. It's me.
Oh, God. God, why can't you be dead?
Brought to you today by Fixodent, for a hold that really makes a difference. Fixodent, and forget it.
Listen to me, Paul. The only way I had the strength to get out of that helicopter when it crashed in the river of New York was because of my love for you. Everything that I've done has been for you to ensure your future, your happiness.
And you thought killing Glenn and shooting Hank was gonna make me happy?
Harrington was a murderer.
No, you're the murderer 100 times over, and Hank was my friend.
Not the kind of friends you should have. Your mother has brainwashed you. She wants to keep you weak and dependent. She and Munson have you all confused.
I'm not confused about one thing. I hate your guts. I want you to be dead.
Paul, we have to talk.
Are you in Oakdale?
No. I can't risk coming to Oakdale. I'm on my island.
The one off Montega?
That's what I want people to think. McKechnie's an idiot. My island's nowhere near Montega.
I heard that you backed Tonio's business and financed the last uprising in Montega. Is this true?
Paul, you know very well that I hate Tonio Reyes. Why would I back his business? That's the reason that we have to talk. There have been so many misconceptions. Now listen, I cannot risk coming to Oakdale now, but I'm going to send a man for you, and he's going to bring you to my island.
No. If he comes anywhere near me, I'll have him arrested. I don't want anything to do with you. Just stay the hell out of my life.
It's impossible. You're my son. I love you.
If that's true, then you'll stop ruining my life. And the lives of all...
There's nothing innocent about Emily.
No, you're wrong. Emily suffered more than anyone because of you. I hate your guts. God. Why can't you be dead?
You're not afraid of terrorists. You're afraid of James. James is the one who killed your bodyguard, isn't he?
Ask the police. They say Walters was killed by the irate husband of a former divorced client.
You knock it off. You know James could make it look any way he wanted to.
Well, looks like you were lucky, Mr. Reyes. It was only a practical joke.
Yeah, from someone with a sixth sense of humor. Just a cheap alarm clock and a threatening note.
What did the note say?
Thought this might come in handy since your time is running out. No signature. Any ideas on who might have sent it?
Yes, Montegan terrorists.
Same guys you thought killed your bodyguards. It turned out differently.
Well, I'm not convinced of that. My bodyguards are missing, and this was directed against me. When that young man got past my security, that's when I started to get suspicious.
I recognized him. He delivered some flowers to my house. He acted very strangely.
Oh, in what way?
Oh, I don't know. His behavior. He would just look around the way he looked at me. And plus, there was no note on the flowers.
Was there a name of the florist on them?
Yes, I called the florists, and I checked to see if he worked for them, and they said no.
So these Montagan terrorists are after you, too?
No, they're not after me.
That could be a coincidence about the messenger.
All right, well, let me get your name just in case we need for further
My name is
questioning.
Emily Stewart. I live in the condos on the old Peabody estate.
And what did the delivery boy look like?
I don't know, medium height, medium build, medium brown hair. I know, I'm not much help there.
Any
so.
distinguishing mark, a facial feature, scar?
No.
All right, well, we'll be in touch if we pull somebody in, right? I guess that's all we can really do here now.
We'll have the lab look over the clock and the note.
Yeah.
Is that really necessary? You said that the clock was harmless.
Well, from what you said, the people that sent it aren't harmless. Hey, we got to take it in anyway as part of the report. Anything either one of you want to add?
No.
All right, we'll be in touch.
Yes, thank you for coming.
It's the kind of stunt that James would pull. Okay, Tonio. You better tell the police the whole story. Because if you don't, I will.
I was hoping that we could talk for a minute, Andy. I came by yesterday, but you were in Chicago.
Yeah, but you got to see my modeling debut.
Yes. You were very good, Julie.
Thank you. Well, I'll let you two talk. See you later.
I heard that you're not coming, to the family gathering on Labor Day.
No.
Is it because of me?
No, it's not, actually. I just have to work. I promised I would. And school's coming up in a week, so...
Yeah, I know. That's one reason why I thought we should clear the air. I mean, we're going to be running into each other on campus.
I hope so.
And I don't like this awkwardness between us, Andy. I mean, what I said at the castle, I was just trying to tell you that I understood about Julie. I just wish I hadn't found out about it the way I did.
I know, I'm sorry. But look, you know, I mean, I wish I could have been more upfront about Julie, but everyone's giving her a hard time. My dad and Duke and I...
Well, I'm sure you can guess why they're so upset about Julie.
Yeah, I guess I can. She's had a rough life. I know you have too. But look, you have a big family. Tom. She never had anybody.
Andy, you are just so ready to help anyone who's less fortunate, which makes Julie a lot more attractive.
What's that supposed to mean? Look, she's a terrific girl. And that's why I'm attracted to her.
Andy, look, I'm not trying to put Julie down, okay? Let's just forget I said that. I don't want to lose you as a friend.
You won't.
And I have to tell you, I've been seeing a lot of Duke. I just didn't want you to find out from someone else.
Well, doesn't that make it hard with me with your dad?
No, he trusts me to make my own friends.
Good. It's about time.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you feel that way. You know, I don't want anything to come between you and your brother.
Nothing's gonna come between me and Duke. I'm just surprised, because...
Hey, Leanne.
Hi.
My timing okay?
Yes, it's fine. I just told Andy about us. I'm gonna wait for you over there, okay?
So, bro, hope you don't think I'm horning in on your girl.
No, not at all.
No hard feelings, huh?
No, why should there be?
Good. You know I can count on you. See you tonight.
What'd that jerk want?
Seems that he and Leanne are an item now.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
How's that make you feel?
I'm not sure. Life's weird.
It sure is. But sometimes it can be pretty wonderful.
Ah.
I'd like to drop off this copy of Fashion Daily for Lucinda.
Oh, Ollie, that's too bad. That kind of puts a damper on your image, doesn't it?
You gotta be kidding. It's worth taking a dunk in the pool to get that kind of publicity. I've already ordered a bulk mailing, but I would like to target BRO's distributors.
Huh.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to get Ellie to filch the list from Craig's office.
I think the water soaked your brain.
And I think Lucinda's right. You're losing your teeth.
Well, better my teeth than my...
Security called. Lucinda's in the parking lot.
Hello. Hello. Matthew said my mother was here.
She's on her way.
Oh.
What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be in New York.
I just got back. How's Iva?
Oh, well, I'll give you a report later.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hi. Hi.
Pussycat, why didn't you stay in New York?
Because I was in Derek's way, and I needed to get back here for Trisha's visit. Trish and I are going to come out to the house later.
No, not out to the house, darling. I'm going to be working very late this evening, thank you, Jane. Well, I know what. When I'm finished, I'll give you a call and I'll come out and visit with you two girls.
Fine. Thank you for the jet.
You're very welcome.
Kirk, we'll talk.
Hope so. Well, boss lady, it's great to have you back.
Ah! Very nice. In fact, sensational.
I have great promotional ideas, but Ellie's resisting them, so...
Olivia, I want to talk to you about Ellie Snyder.
Before you do that, I'd like to brief you on a report that I got.
Mr. Blake Stevens is here.
Wait a minute, Blake Stevens, Addie's CEO? What's he doing here?
Send him in, Jane. How well were you acquainted with Mr. Stevens?
I know he replaced me at Fitzgibbon. That's all I know about him.
Well, things are going to change. Hello. Hi. Blake.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's so good to see you. Now, Olivia Wycroft, I think you know Kirk Anderson here.
Yes.
The latest addition to our happy family, Mr. Blake Stevens.
The timing on this thing is rather bad.
I don't see why. I mean, it might be good for you to get away for a while, if you're going alone.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you know, conference and seminar on AIDS might be of special interest to Dr. Susan Stewart.
Hmm.
Does Lucinda know you're going?
No, she doesn't. I'm going to tell her I'm on my way to tell Andrew right now. I already told Duke, and I want you to do me a favor and keep an eye on him while I'm away. Will you do that?
What time's your flight, John?
About 7 o'clock, but I got a couple of things to do before I go, so you be good?
Have a safe trip.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Safe.
Detective Hughes.
Hiya, partner.
Hey, Hal, where are you?
I'm in a little motel about 35 miles from my father's place. Here, let me give you the number.
Uh-huh. Got it. Okay. How's your father doing?
Well, I spoke to the hospital, and they said he'd checked out. I really don't know what's going on because my sister Claire doesn't have a phone.
I'm gonna get in the shower. Well, then he must be all right if he left the hospital.
Yeah. Listen, is there anything new on James?
No, Hal, it's been eerily quiet.
Well, let's hope it stays that way. If there hadn't been another explanation for Walter's murder, Barbara never would have left Paul alone to make this trip with me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Adam's fine. Adam's fine. Tom's here. We're about to go pick him up.
Listen, I may be kind of hard to reach for the next few days because there's no phone at my father's place, and it's really in the boonies. But any message you leave here, I'll get.
Okay. Great. Well, you just concentrate on getting some rest and taking care of your father.
That's a tough assignment, but I'll try. You take care.
Bye-bye.
Problem with Hal?
No. It just... Have you noticed how all these loose ends have been so neatly wrapped apart?
Something I think you should look at. Some kid delivered this to Antonio Reyes who was convinced it was a bomb, and the note's from a real weirdo.
Tonio Reyes got a bomb threat and I wasn't
You
informed?
were locked in a meeting with Mac. When the call came in, I was the only officer available. Bill Lederer just grabbed me along for the ride. It was pretty unnerving, I can tell you.
So what was Tonio's face like when he opened up this clock?
Well, he seemed relieved, but the note really shook him and the girl up.
What girl?
Emily Stewart. She recognized the delivery boy as someone who had delivered flowers to her apartment. Mr. Reyes seemed mostly concerned that his bodyguards were missing.
Did you follow up on them?
He made no formal request.
What about the delivery boy?
Oh, yeah, all she could tell us that he was medium height, medium build, and medium brown hair.
Oh, medium description.
But she did say he didn't work for the florist. Look, I'm supposed to be off duty, but if, you need my help, I can...
No, fine. I'll take all this stuff down to the lab. Thanks a lot, Chad.
Sure. Look, I'll be at Lily Mason's if you need me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, fine. Look at this note. Look at it. It's got James's MO all over it. And Emily just happens to be there. And what's this about the delivery boy?
No, you can't jump to conclusions. Everything else that seemingly has Stenbeck's name on it has a logical explanation. Walters' death, Buddy, men Duncan thought were missing.
That's what I don't like. All simple, logical explanations. Too neat.
Hi, Dr. Stewart. It's Paul. Listen, I'm trying to find Emily, and she's not at the condo. Do you have any... No, I didn't try Brock's, but I will. Listen, if you hear from her, just have her call me at the office, please. Thanks. Hi.
God, you're all right, Paul.
Did he call you, too?
Who? What are you talking about?
My dad just called.
God, I knew Tonio was lying.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Look, I'll explain everything to you. First, tell me what he said. Is he here in Oakdale, or is he on his way?
No, he's on his island. He said that he was going to send somebody to take me there. Maybe I should just go.
No,
Find out where this island is so
Paul,
I can...
he'll never let you go. That's ridiculous.
Then what should we do, Emily?
There's only one thing we can do. We gotta go to the police. Come on, let's go.
The Lakeview Towers is perfectly adequate temporarily. I even stayed there a while. But my treasure, Jane, will find you something much nicer. We'll get an apartment list from Helen Canfield.
Not too fast, Lucinda. It's only a 6-month trial, remember?
Oh! Now stop that. Didn't Ambrose talk you out of that?
No, that's one place I stood my ground. I went right from San Francisco, where I was born and raised, to New York and Boston. I'm still not sure I can adapt to living in a city this size. And also, I have to assess the opportunities here at Walsh.
Well, I know what you mean. It's hard to dwindle into Oakdale. But look at these two happy executives. They will extol the virtues, the possibilities here at Washington.
Oh, yes. The opportunities are limitless, but I'm a little curious about something. Addie was very pleased with your work. Why did you leave?
Well, I was very happy at Fitzgibbon, but Lucinda made me an offer that I just couldn't pass up.
Oh, yes. You made him the A offer.
Olivia, darling, Blake is going to be next to you. Would you be so kind as to show him your office?
Of
and then
course.
show him his office? Let's talk up Simply Barbara. I think his input will be very helpful there. And then afterwards, please come back here. We will have champagne and welcome you in the appropriate manner.
Well, it sounds good to me. Catch you later, Anderson.
You follow me?
Catch you later, Anderson.
For Lily and Derek Mason, may the words of the master become your words, too. I've always loved these sonnets. Best. Karen.
Dear Lily, saw this in the window of a shop in Paris, and it reminded me of you. I've been carrying it around with me for months, waiting for the right occasion. Never imagined that occasion would be your marriage. Wishing you both happiness always. Holden. Lily?
Jeff?
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Tide with bleach. It'll knock your socks off, and it'll get them whiter than any other detergent. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Holden.
I'm sorry. I should have called.
No. It's okay. I was just looking at the crystal cat that you got me. I feel guilty. I haven't sent you a thank you note yet. It's beautiful. I love it.
Who's Jeff?
He's a friend who's been doing some work on the cottage. I'm just in a state of shock right now. I'm just letting you stand there. Come in. Sit down, please.
Maybe I've come at a bad time.
No, actually. I am expecting my sister-in-law in a little while, but, it's okay. So what are you doing in Oakdale? Last I heard, Emma said you were in Europe.
Yeah, I flew into Chicago last night. Now that I'm VP at Lang, I have to touch base with the Home Office every now and then. In fact, I'll be doing it pretty often.
Did you go out to the farm?
I wanted to see you first. Thought it was time.
Did Angel come with you?
No, she's in London decorating the house her father bought us.
Well, I can understand that. How do you like our little place here?
Unreal. When I was walking along the river, it seemed like something out of a storybook.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised that you found a place. We call it our enchanted cottage. I was very surprised when Derek brought me here on our wedding night and said this was my wedding present.
Where is he?
He's in New York. On business. I just got back myself. Can I get you something to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Anything?
I'm fine. The reason I'm here is because I just wanted to stop by and make sure that you're happy.
I am. I'm very, very happy. I think I'm finally growing up. At least I hope so. I think I've learned from my mistakes.
What mistakes?
Well, for one thing, I really hurt Caleb. And another thing, I did a very stupid thing. I went to Montego and I tried to rescue Sierra. That's how I got the scar. The doctor said I could have it taken care of in a couple of months. I was very self-conscious about it at first, but Derek's helped me. He's turned my life around. I'm sorry. I'm talking your head off, and you just asked me a simple question. I'm happy. Yes. Yes, I am. I love my husband. And he accepts my faults as I accept his. I truly believe that's what love's all about. I hope you found that kind of happiness with Angel.
I've never admitted this to anyone before. But the truth is, I probably never would have married Angel if Emily hadn't called me and told me about you and Caleb.
Still no answer at Tonio's penthouse or Emily's condo. Honey, I am terribly sorry, but our evening... Why don't you just go pick up Adam yourself and wait for me at home?
If that's what you want me to do, I will. But, you know, I have a stake in this, too, besides. I want to be with you.
You do? Emily Stewart, where have you been? I have been trying
Margot,
to reach
listen,
you.
before you start asking questions, there's something you need to know. My father's alive. He called me at the office less than an hour ago.
Well, I have to go talk to our friend the chef. He's fixing some very special dinner,
he
you
is?
know. Yes.
Good.
Which I personally will serve to you.
Thank you.
I'll even get dressed up in my waitress uniform if you want me to.
No, I prefer the bikini, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You're such a bad boy. It's nice to see you finally getting into it. The mood, I mean.
Andy! Dad?
Hey, Andrew!
Yeah, I'm right here.
Hey! Oh, I caught you. Good. Your manager said you just clocked out.
I did. What are you doing here?
I wanted to say goodbye. I'm on my way to the airport.
All right. Oh, where you going?
I gotta go to Atlanta. Medical conference. Didn't Duke tell you that? He told me he was going to come by and tell you.
He came by, but I guess he was too busy thinking about the end.
Oh. Say, is that a problem for you?
No.
Leah? No? You sure? I was your age at one time, you know. Believe it or not. Sometimes I still feel like I am. So if you ever want to talk about that stuff, you know.
You talking about what?
You know, dames, women, romance, love, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I can handle it.
You're sure, huh? Maybe you could help me then. What's bugging you?
Your attitude about my major. I'm serious about it. I want to, take pictures, and, I just wish you had a little bit more faith in me.
Oh, I do, Andrew. I do. I have a great deal of faith in you, particularly in your abilities. And maybe that's why I thought that you ought to try to set your sights, you know, a little bit, Andrew, it's your life, though. It's your life, and I mean that in the best sense. I really do. I'm awfully proud of the way you've pulled your life together. So if it's going to be photography for you, why, I'm behind you, Andy. 100%. Believe me. As they're fond of saying in the photography business, zoom in on it.
You mean that?
Of course I mean that. Of course I do. You know that. Hey, listen. I know since Duke came around, I've had to spend a lot of time with him, and you must feel like you've had to take the back seat here, but that's not true. That's just not true. You're always my #1 boy. You always will be. There's nothing we can do about that.
Right.
It's just the way it is. Okay. Look, your mother knows how to reach me.
Okay.
All right?
Good.
She knows where I'm going to be.
Thanks.
You call me.
I will.
If everything... I know you will. Okay.
All right. See you later, Dad. Have a good time.
What'd your dad want?
He's going on a trip.
You say anything about me?
No, we didn't talk about you at all, actually.
Good. Let's hope it stays that way. Unfortunately, dinner's going to be another hour or so. So I guess I'll just have to find some way to satisfy your appetite while we're waiting.
Throw you in a pool.
Yeah, glad we got here before the DA did.
Yeah, but, you know, even though my father said that he was going to be understanding, I think you're right. We shouldn't push it.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do.
Really?
Yeah, you look so surprised.
Oh, I'm not. You know, maybe that's why I'm so comfortable with you.
I don't want you to be too comfortable.
Hey. Oh, it's just so good not to have to be serious all the time.
Were you serious with Andy all the time?
In a way. But mostly I was thinking about Paul.
Huh.
I mean, he just wanted to spend so much time with me, and I wasn't ready for that. And, well, then a lot of other things happened, and Andy was always there for me. So we ended up seeing more of each other.
Yeah, I wondered what the deal is with you guys about you breaking up.
Oh, mostly because Andy's now involved with someone else.
Well, you know about that? Okay, well, because I didn't want to upset you by bringing that up.
Well, that was the same reason why I didn't want to bring it up. But, you know, I just knew it. I knew it from the start.
You knew? Well, you saw it?
Yeah, it was obvious that, you know, Andy was just very attracted to Julie.
Julie?
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. I thought you knew. I'm sorry.
Wait, you're telling me the girl Andy is seeing is Julie?
Your beautiful wife, Barbara, but you are just prettier than your picture.
Oh, thank you. I am so glad you...
Oh, no, I've been doing housework. You're all fresh. Welcome, Barbara.
Listen, Claire, how is Harold? The hospital said he checked out.
Well,
Oh, he refused to stay another minute. I don't think the doctors and nurses were too sorry to see him go. Our Pa is not an easy man.
I hope his injuries aren't serious.
Yeah, Claire, I'm still not clear on what exactly happened.
Well, it's another cave-in at the mine. Pa got off light. He had a broken wrist and some bruised ribs. Some others weren't so lucky. Luke Turnauer died. I guess Hallie told you our older brother was killed in a cave-in.
Yes, he did.
What'd Harold say when you told him we were coming?
He tried to cover it, but I think he was secretly flattered. Why don't I go in and get us all something cold to drink?
Let me
I'll tell
help
Pa
you.
you're here. No. You have a seat out here. It's much cooler out here on the porch, really. Okay.
Thanks, Claire.
Oh, I like her. She's just so cute. I think I make her a little uncomfortable.
No. I think she just, didn't want you to see the inside of the cabin.
Well, I think eventually I will have to see it.
Well, not necessarily. You see, we still have outdoor plumbing.
Where did you see anyone?
Out here, Pa.
Out here, Harold, on the veranda.
Oh, prodigal son brought home his fancy wife to check out the family holdings, huh? Well, you ain't doing no better by her than you did by your first wife. It's plain to see there's still no little Munson on the way.
Why have you called me here?
But you'd like to know that the letter that you requested from Sierra is being written even as we speak.
Excellent. Now, it's clear, I hope, and understood that she will write something that only she and I could know about.
Your request was passed along. It was also emphasized that if you cooperate, she can be out of there in a matter of days.
Damn it, James, if I could just believe you.
You don't have a choice. By the way, what are you doing later?
I'm gonna work and then I'm gonna go home. Why?
Don't ask.
Lucinda? Are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Hi. Well, Olivia, give me your reaction to Blake.
Oh, I'm very impressed. Especially since Kirk's nose is out of joint.
All right, now I want to talk to you specially about Ellie.
Lucinda, don't you dare ask me to get rid of her. She is doing a wonderful job here, and I will not do without her.
All right. All right. All right. But then we've got to think of something else. New York. I want her in New York. I would send her to meet the buyers, the distributors. Let's keep her dance card filled, all right?
In other words, keep her away from Craig?
Promise me some time.
Well, here I am, darling. Ah, Blake. Ah, here we all are, Blake. Give us your first impressions of Simply Barbara.
Well, I'm very impressed by the growth figures, but I suggest that we strike while the iron's hot and start licensing the Simply Barbara
That's
name.
a nice idea down the line, but I think it's a little premature now.
Kirk, there's a lot of money to be made in life.
Yeah, and I know
What
you're
is it,
interested
Jane?
in
Not
royalties.
now.
You don't
John's
triple in a
outside.
year if you hold off and continue.
I'm sorry, everybody. Let's adjourn this meeting to the boardroom, all right? And I'll buzz you back when I'm ready. Thank you. Jane.
As I was saying.
I think we ought to get dresses
Just
down.
give me a minute or two. It's prom night. Oh.
Hiya.
Hi. I'm sorry. I
Hi.
thought I'd try to be
I'm in a
pretty for
hurry,
you.
I am.
I'm terribly sorry.
I just
but
came
I'm
to say
pleased.
goodbye. I got to go to Atlanta for a couple of days on a medical thing, so I thought you ought to know. I left all the information with Jane, how you can get in touch with me if, you have to, or anything.
You leaving now? Hey,
Yeah.
I'll go with you. I'll drive you. I'll drive you in the car. We
No,
can
you
talk.
don't. You don't have to do that.
Yes,
now.
we could
You don't have
talk.
to do
I'd
that.
like to
No,
talk.
no.
I really would like to.
It's okay.
I mean, there's a lot on my mind, and I'm under a certain amount of pressure. And
Yeah? What kind of pressure?
well,
You in some kind of trouble again?
no, dear.
Yeah, well, I got a plane to catch, and I...
Come on. Give me a hug, huh? If you remember how, yeah. Hi. Oh. I love you. I do. I think this could be worked on. I mean, I think we could make it work. That's what I think.
You know?
I know. Okay. Have a good flight.
I'll try.
All right. John.
Yeah.
You going alone?
You always have to ask something like that, don't you?
Because there's no way I can tell you. No way I can tell you about James.
I meant to finish the guest room closet, but if...
Oh, no, please. I want all the work done before Trish gets here.
I remember you telling me about him.
Oh, it's okay. We haven't seen each other in a while, so it's good that we're talking.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Holden, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You want the work done.
No, I'm not talking about Jeff interrupting. I'm talking about you and Angel.
I don't want your sympathy. And I certainly don't want you feeling guilty.
Well, I do feel guilty. But I know I'm not the only one that's at fault here. We were both looking for this unrealistic idea of a perfect love, a perfect mate.
We had it. You were always perfect to me.
No, I wasn't. I was selfish. I was demanding, and you knew that. And I hurt you over and over again, and then you finally hurt me back. I was hoping all that hurt had ended now, but I see that it hasn't. Angel's hurting now, too.
No, it's not hurting Angel. I won't let it hurt her. She's very kind, she's very sweet and very special to me. She trusts me and depends on me for everything.
Sounds like the kind of woman you always wanted me to be.
She can never be you.
Oh, God, I'm glad to hear you say that. Don't make comparisons, and don't try to change her. You know, you have to stop looking for perfection and accept reality.
Who says? Derek?
Yes. As a matter of fact, he does. Holden, there are all kinds of love out there. Yours and Angel's could turn out to be something just as special as what Derek and I have. I just wish you could learn from our mistakes the way that I did. And maybe some good could come out of all the pain that we caused each other.
All I've ever learned is what I told you once is still true. You are a part of me, and nothing can ever change that.
No, Holden. It's over. Let it go.
Lily, you okay?
I'm fine.
Well, I expect the motel is comfortable, but you know I want you to stay with Ben and me.
Well, thanks, Claire, but I need to be near a phone in case the station calls.
Save your breath, Claire. Our little cabins ain't good enough for them. Besides, your brother just come home to bury me.
That's not true, Mr. Munson. We were already planning this trip back here because Paul and I wanted to get to know you and Claire.
Who's Paul?
Paul's my son from my first marriage.
Oh, didn't know.
He's a sophomore in college, and Paul and Hal have a wonderful relationship.
Darn it. I feel bad for any man who has to raise another man's son.
Well, then you'll be glad to know that Hal and I are planning on having a child of our own. If things go well, you'll be a grandfather again by next spring.
Joe, I'm telling you so you can get your men in motion. Listen, we got an APB out, we got a man following
as soon as he
Paul.
gets back to the
I think we
motel.
covered all bases here. Keep me informed as well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I think I should call the local sheriff. I really do, and send them out to the cabin.
Sweetie, don't. You already left a message at the motel. They're going to wind up back there eventually. And besides, you don't know how Hal's father's feeling. Paul's sure that Stenbeck's still on the island.
Sure. How can you be sure of anything when it comes to... Oh, Mr. Reyes. Are you here to make a statement?
I have no statement to make. I'm here to ask for police protection.
Really? Why? Who are you afraid of?
I keep telling you people I've been targeted by Montagan assassins.
I know what you keep telling us, but isn't it James Stenbeck you're really afraid of?
Is it there?
Yeah, right here where I left it.
Good. Paul, I'm glad that you're going to be staying at Kim's tonight.
Well, I can take care of myself. I just don't want you to be alone.
I won't be. Brock will be there to protect me. Hey, tomorrow is your last day here at work, so I want you to come over to my house tomorrow night and we'll celebrate, okay?
Is Brock gonna be there?
No, Brock won't be there. He's in Chicago, so you and I'll have all night to talk about everything.
Thanks, that sounds good.
Then it's a date. Oh, speaking of which, I have a date to meet Brock at Emilio's, and I'm a little late, so I'm gonna get going.
I got some stuff to finish up here. I'll lock up when I leave.
Be careful, all right? I'm real proud of you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Hi, Aunt Kim. It's Paul. Listen, I won't be staying with you tonight after all.
And where the hell have you been?
I had to take a roundabout way back. I had a bad scare at Reyes's.
What happened?
The steward girl was there. She recognized me. I was lucky I got out of there.
And the bodyguards?
There was no problem. I just gave them the cash. They took off. They didn't ask any questions.
Look, you got a real busy night ahead of you. I want you to reestablish yourself at the McKechnie Castle.
But Emily Stewart and Reyes can identify me now.
Look, they have no business there. They'll never go there. You'll be safe there.
I don't know. I'll just be glad when we get out of this town, okay?
Yeah, so will I.
Did you set up everything with your son?
Not yet. I'm on my way to take care of that right now.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Ritz Crackers, regular and low salt. When you want a cracker, you want a Ritz. Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Fashions by I. Kleinfeld and Son. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is